All right, Defcon. We're going to try something new. It's going to be kind of a shocker for you. It's something we haven't really done too often. It's called starting on time. You're going to notice we've tightened up the closing a bit. Every year we try to make it more compact and be sensitive to your time. And so normally it's about, used to be 2 hours. How many remember that? Yeah. Then it was an hour and a half. And now we're targeting an hour. So you can get out of here and get to the bars and hang out a little bit more. So we're going to try to do it in an hour. So before we really get started, I need a little bit of audience feedback. How many people noticed this year, there's two things we did to try to make things a little bit better for everybody. One is 5 more minutes between tracks so you don't feel so crushed getting from room to room. Was that good? Yeah? Excellent. Okay. So we'll stick with that then, because did anybody really feel like a 45-minute talk was that much shorter than a...
Hey, what do we call this? Excuse me. We have a tradition at Defcon. And I believe we have a first-time speaker at Defcon 21.
Yeah.
Mr. What is it?
Tangent.
Mr. Tangent. So, we have a shot for you.
I'm supposed to drink this?
Shot?
Yes, you are. Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right. To Jeff, sorry. Mr. Tangent is going to represent all first-time attendees at Defcon. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. So I was saying, very smooth alcohol. The finest that money can buy. So that was one thing. And how much did you guys get into the villages? We almost doubled the sizes of the villages this year. So that was good. So you noticed we took away space from one of the tracks and we basically gave it to the villages. And that whole idea was, how do I break you guys into smaller sections, smaller groups, so you can spend time and make new friends and kind of get that smaller one-on-one kind of creative problem-solving thing going. And so we added 20 stations to the hardware hacking villages, and they were like filled. So next year we're going to probably add another 20. And it's... So you can sort of see where this is heading. We might actually... we might actually have to cut a track of speaking, but instead we'll end up with all these extra villages and all these other contests and things you can participate in. So that's really where we're trying to go with this, is get you guys into smaller problem-solving groups and just really, really enjoy it. And then it'll be on us when we're selecting speeches to try to just really pick the best speeches. And that's what's happening. So I'm glad you guys are buying in on it. That's what we're doing next year. So very, very good. Yay, team. So, we're now going to start the closing ceremonies. And this is a tradition we've done for a while. We're going to announce all the winners of all the various contests. We have up here all the black badges that get the winners to the black badge rated contests into Defcon for life. It changes year to year what the contests are based on the amount of effort involved, technical skill needed, and to a large part some are just tradition. Everybody always plays in Hacker Jeopardy, so Hacker Jeopardy always participates. It's also the first year of the new Capture the Flag organizers, Legit BS. And so I think they've done a fantastic year this year. So we'll be finding out who the winners are. So I've got my sheet, I've got my numbers on it, and I think I've talked to my 5 minutes. So I'm going to... Wait.
You got 2 more minutes.
I got 2 minutes and 43 seconds. You better hold that up to everybody. See? Look. Look at that. You know, if we get too much more organized, we'll be threatened. We'll be confused with somebody with a plan. So I'm going to intentionally inject some chaos monkey in there and throw you a curve and not go with it. So let me see. There's a really old, embarrassing picture of me somebody's found up on stage. So I want to introduce Lockheed. Remember last year when Lockheed retired? It's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, because that worked out well.
That's right. It's a curse and a blessing. So I'd like to introduce Lockheed, and he's going to go through some of the items here, and we're going to pass the torch on a few of our staff that are retiring, like Lockheed. So we fully expect to see them back maybe next year and doing something else. But for now, they're changing their main role and maybe transitioning into something else. So, Lockheed, take it away.
All right. So, first question. How many people believe that they have survived Defcon now? I have some bad news for you. You did it wrong. First of all, I've really got to take just a couple minutes here. We have an amazing staff that puts this together for you guys. We work literally all year round to make this happen, so I've got to call out all the different teams. Cheryl and Doolittle with production. We've got Noid, CJ, Flea with security, keeping you guys safe and organized. Speaker operations, who make sure speakers show up. The network team, who provides you internet access for the porns. Contest and event for, what was it, 30% of the floor space? Yeah. Registration, who made sure that that long damn line moved as quick as possible. Dispatch, which you guys don't see, but they help keep us organized and actually talking to each other. The swag guys for, you know, all the shit you buy. Info booth for providing you guys updates to things that were wrong in the program. Our quartermaster staff for making sure that shit arrives and gets doled out for you guys. The press corps for making sure that the press gets the story right. The arts and entertainment crew for bringing you guys some pretty kick-ass artists to enjoy the parties at night. And of course, Neil and Nikita for working in Jeff's office and having to actually deal with him on every single day basis. And how many people saw the documentary? Good? You liked it? Yeah? So we definitely have to once again thank Jason and Russ for all their hard work, giving up their lives for the last 2 years to make this happen. Now, as Jeff said, we have some friends who clearly have an active fantasy life. So we'd like to take just a few minutes to recognize the people who believe that they are retiring. So we want to start with Zach Franken, who has run operations for the last 20 years. Zach?
Thank you, Defcon. Thank you for all my fucking grey hair.
So, just to make sure that your excuse is you can't afford to come back, we're making sure you can get in for free forever. Thank you. Now, we've never done this before. It's really heavy and probably won't make it through X-ray. But we've had this special plaque made for you. You're the first person to ever receive it, sort of Lifetime Achievement Award. Goon Emeritus. It's a, it's a new... So we'll see you again next year, right?
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, wait, no, we're not done yet. You need to keep the time so you know how much time is left until the next con. So here's a pocket watch for you to keep time.
Thank you so much.
That's from the security goons.
This is from all the security goons, all the red shirts that keep you safe. Thank you.
And Zach, finally, having been to your house and had dinner, knowing how skilled you are actually in the kitchen and you're really good at what you do back at home, we wanted to provide you this very nice knife set to take back with you. Now, just remember, when you go through security at the airport, this is a culinary art exhibition. So congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. And here's to another 20 years of Defcon. We've seen it change so much over the years. We've grown up as a community, and I have to say, we are fucking awesome, so keep it up.
You may have recognized his mohawk and his guitar playing, but Romer's been a long-time goon. One of my good friends, and as soon as I moved to Washington, D.C., he moved to California. I don't know what's up with that. But,
you needed somebody to take care of the colo. So.
Yeah, that's right. But now he's 5 minutes from the colo, so it's really convenient. He can just swap out servers whenever necessary. So I don't know how I want to really introduce you. You found a niche at Defcon by doing many different things over the years, and you've done really well at every one of them. And so it's like, feels really bad losing you, but you've done a great job in training your staff and promoting people over the years, and so it's going to be left in good hands, right? It better be, because you're going to be back next year, right?
Yeah, apparently this retiring thing doesn't work exactly the way you thought it does. But.
So we've got something for you. Also probably not safe for X-ray. So if Zach is Goon Emeritus, let's see what you are.
Goon Drunkus.
Goonus Drunkus. Guitarist Hammerus. You are the second ever Goon Emeritus. And I'm not going to embarrass you by reading all the stuff, but Romer's been with us since Defcon 7. And so I think he's put in his 12 years. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't get one of these black badges unless you've been with us for at least 10. So you've just made the cut, man. Thank you very much. It's going to be really sad seeing you go.
The only thing I want to say is thank you to you for all these years. This has been an absolute blast. I've always done it because I love it, and I've always done it because I love you guys. And DEFCON would not be what it is without you. So thank you guys all for showing up every year and making this worthwhile for us to do. And next year, let's just all drink and me not have to work.
Yeah, so we found this really embarrassing picture of Noid. And if you look at the badge, I think that's a DEFCON 5 badge. Yep. So Noid is one of a handful of people that I know, I've met and known since DEFCON 1. There's, I think, Connell, the original Goon metalhead, and Jennifer Granick, I think, came to the very first one, but there's not that many people from the very first one. And not only did he stick around for 20 years, he put in 21 years at DEFCON. And he doesn't know it, but I do this presentation and it has that little VW bug with all of the people from DEFCON 1 essentially sticking out of the VW Beetle. And he's one of those people, right up with LF1 and some of the really early pioneers. So it's really sad, it's bittersweet to see Noid move on, but I fully understand it and I support him. And he's really revolutionized the way we approached it. It went from a kind of an ad hoc, hey, can you keep an eye on things and tell me when they're lighting the pool on fire with floating gasoline or something, to you seem to put out fires pretty quickly. Would you like to do that full time, sir? And so he's done a fantastic job, and you can guess what he's getting from us. He is emeritus number 3, and anyway, it's just it's one of those things where it's kind of tearful to see you go, man. But I know you have. Well, anyway, we'll see if you come back. Thank you so much.
Give it up!
What's going on back there? What is going on back there?
I was just saying that.
Not everyone up on stage.
Okay.
So can I talk into this one? Damn. No, I'm not gonna cry.
Do it again.
First off, thank you, Jeff. Thank you. And everybody else on the senior staff, it has been a pleasure for the last 21 years. It's amazing that I've been able to be a part of this thing and watch it grow from, 30 to 50 of us in a room to, we have storage rooms larger than the first Defcon room. But what I really want to say is thanks to my team for allowing me to lead them all these years. And I think you all are going to do real good under CJ, who will be replacing me. Give it up for CJ. And again, thank you for letting me command for the last, I think we've been formalized as more than just me since what, DEFCON 5? Or DEFCON 2? Yeah, 2. Jesus. Yeah, thanks for letting me be a part of this for as long as I've been a part of it. And I'm looking forward to whatever's next. Also, I have 2 people on my team that are retiring this year. They've both put in well over 10 years, and they have been a critical part of the success of DEFCON security. Linda Slide, Londo. Get up here, Linda. So, with your 10 plus years of service, you guys both have earned your black badge. Rodney, you have earned your black badge. Again, thank you everyone for letting me be a part of this. And I'm sure I'll probably see you at DEFCON 22.
Don't go anywhere.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know the man, I'll tell a really quick story. In the planning for DEFCON 20, during some of the staff meetings, Jeff asked Noid, Is there anything the security team needs? One word, battle axes. So,
We're still waiting on them.
no, we give you goon caliber. And it's sharp.
I got a fucking battle axe.
Someone tweet overheard, I got a fucking battle axe. So.
By the way, you signed this yourself.
Yes, yes.
No one told me not to.
Would you have paid attention anyway? That's true. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm Skydog. Hi, everyone. We having fun yet? Hey, watch it now. Watch
I don't
it.
know what to do with it.
Figured it out on your own. My first Defcon was 11 years ago. This is now my 9th year of being a goon. At year 3, I earned my goon coin. When I don't have it in my pocket at Defcon, it's permanently locked in a safe. I treat it as my most valuable possession. It's a symbol of our brotherhood. 3 years ago, I was given a wonderful gift. I got a set of challenge coins made for myself that I could give to people in our community. The outside ring of my coin contains 6 qualities: loyalty, fraternity, and honor, sacrifice, dedication, and passion. I give these away to the people in our community who exhibit those 6 qualities and who have gone above and beyond. You, sir, are the recipient of number 15. Please take the coin.
Thank you, sir.
You stand relieved, sir.
Someone take this axe out of my hand.
Are you really sure you want to give this to me?
Could somebody else take the axe?
Noid, the team has also prepared this watch for you, which says that you will always be our commanding officer.
Now here's where I get all weepy.
You might also notice with the watch, if you take the winder, it comes out as a garrote and you can, yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Just pick it all up. You can just put it down if you want to pick it up.
We've designated the spoon theme tune.
I love the mobile PJ. This is awesome.
All right, well, for the first time in a very long time, I will not be presenting the network slides. You should cheer at that point. All right, so let me introduce Effin, who has taken over for Knock. Where are you, Louise? There you are. On the left. Luis.
How's it going, guys? So let's go real quick. Oh, I got 10 minutes? 7 minutes? That's too long. So we're going to go over some stuff about the network team and what we do. In the case you don't know yet, this is some of the stuff that we do. We provide the wired infrastructure. We've spent all week here and to provide things for speakers, vendors, contests, goons, servers, because like the media server from Jeff is connected to the network, the wireless network when it's protected or not protected, which in we're going to talk about it. And DCTV as well. So if you're watching from your room, hello. So what else? The timeline. I know most of you know this already. Basically, the timeline is we got here a week ago, and we do setup for 3 days. Very intense work for the team. We have a very awesome team. And then once the conference starts, that's when the last minute requests show up, and we have to make it work, keep it working, and add some stuff to it. So, and tomorrow we leave. We're packing up and we leave. But as Steve said, we plan this all year long, and it's not different from the network side either. But we usually start talking about what's going to happen in January, and around March we already have some planning stuff, deadlines for things, and when stuff gets read there, July, June, that's when we have lots of calls and stuff like that. The wired infrastructure, number one, we have an uplink of 120 megabits per second, which some might say, oh, it's not that much. I have more than this at home, maybe. But I was looking at the old statistics, and at Defcon 14, we had a 6 megabit per second uplink. So I think we're doing good. And what else we do? We use free BSD firewalls. 10 managed switches and a whole bunch of unmanaged switches. And for the wireless stuff, we still have the same old trusty Aruba 6000 switch with about 50 APs.
Hey, Luis?
Yes?
Did you burn out any APs this year?
No, we didn't.
Oh, that's very disappointing, guys.
But we got 802.1x.
We pegged the bandwidth though, right?
We did. We have a slide for that.
Oh, you've learned well.
So talking about internet traffic, as you can see, you guys somehow, nobody here sleeps, right? But of course you stop using the network because you go to the bar and the casinos. So but during the party you can see like Saturday night, everyone was using that quite well.
So really those dips are just where the network traffic transfers to LodgeNet.
One way or another. And as for the local, so that was the internet traffic. This is and I'm going to go through this real quick. We're going to make this available in our website, defconnetworking.org, and we're going to add some more stuff as well there. But the interesting peak there is when Jeff put his media server on the network, and it was working well, and everybody was pulling stuff, and we had to apply some quality of service so you didn't break the whole network. As for wireless statistics, this is the number of users. So we pegged around 600 users, but we had almost 4,000 unique MAC addresses. We know that it doesn't mean anything, but right. Some stuff about statistics. We don't have like a historic one for this one for a number of attacks, because there was some talks about 802.1x attacks anyway, so there's better information there for you guys. And on the right-hand side, you can see the coverage. This is like the real-time coverage of an hour ago. We always have issues. Some of them are sort of expected, some are unexpected. We enjoy this as well. So this year, we should make a t-shirt, 802.1x versus Defcon Secure. As Mac, the other leader of the NOC said, next year Defcon Secure should be called Defcon Gone Wild. And I'd like to thank, this is the team, everybody's name is there. They do an amazing job. As I said, we do a lot of planning for this, but there's some stuff that once we hit the ground here, is a lot of hard work. This is a busy week for many people, and these people, they really put their heart and soul and hangovers to make this work. So, including in the transition phase, the retirement fail king, Lockheed. And the attempted retirement, Heather. I don't know where Heather is. She's trying to retire, but she can't.
It was really interesting. Heather kept hanging around the knock, trying not to do work, and that OCD just kept kicking in, and she'd reach over and grab something. Sparky would go slap her hand and push her back to her chair. It just happened for the last 4 days. It was really amusing.
Yeah, she got kicked out of the knock a few times. And I'd like personally to thank Mac for a lot of work that he put in. As I said, this is a busy week, and I am really busy as well. And once we hit the ground, he took care of mostly everything. So, Mac, thank you. I'd like to thank the hotel, Defcon staff, the AV staff at the hotel. They're amazing. They help us out a lot. We have the Twitter account, so you can follow us, but we're not going to be posting much stuff until around this time next year. But this presentation is going to go to the Defcon networking website. You have there the website. Any feedback, knock at defconnetworking.org. Yeah? Okay, so next. I know. I'm kidding. So yeah, so we're upgrading the wireless gear for next year, so we're gonna get more stuff. Thanks, Jeff. And lastly, I have 55 seconds. I'd like to thank the random guy who showed up in the knock and said and dropped off like some goodies for us, saying, I worked in a knock before. It's nobody sees you guys, nobody knows everything, but you make it work and you take no recognition. This guy dropped off some stuff for us. Thank you, whomever you are.
Okay, next up, we're going to have Nico. You're going to talk a little bit about Roots. We're DEF CON kids this year. And you've got your countdown timer.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Chris and Wynn, if you're here, come on up and help me announce the contest. We had about 300 kids and their parents this year for Roots DEF CON Kids. And the kids found over 33 new 0 days this year that we'll be responsibly disclosing to a lot of different vendors. So we had 6 contests this year. So kids, a lot of them have gone home, but if you're still around and you're a contest winner, you know it. Go ahead and start your way up here. I'm going to start with the first contest we had called Sass Crack. By a former White House executive, Sass Crack for the kids, where they learned how to break into a site that looked a lot like Facebook and Twitter. And they learned how to break into those pretty easily. I think all 6 kids got in. But Sneaky McLaughlin, Kira Munson, and DCS Man were the best in that group. So if you're around, come on up. Another contest we had that I think was absolutely the coolest contest in the entire kids' world this year was, you guys might have heard about the Samsung Smart TV hack, where some of the researchers taught you how to turn on the front-facing camera on 150 million Samsung TVs out there. Well, they also showed the kids how to do it, and it turns out it's really easy to find 0 days in Samsung Smart TVs. So 3 of the kids found 0 days within an hour. And they're going to responsibly disclose these and actually make a lot of money for them, because both Samsung and Facebook has bug bounty programs. So we showed the kids how to submit. And as part of that, they had to pledge, if they were imparted with this knowledge, that they had to give 1/3 of their bug bounty proceeds to the ACLU or the EFF. So we also made some money for them this year. So Bryce got 3rd place in that contest. Bryce, if you're here, come on up. Neil got 2nd place, and Sci-Fi got 1st place. They all found 0 days. Bunny Muffins also had a contest. We had a scavenger hunt this year, much like the adults have, but without the kissing or flashing or anything like that, obviously. So And the Rainbow team won. So Rainbows, come on up. Sci-Fi had her contest for the third year in a row where she teaches all the other kids how to find 0 days in apps. And Kryptina won. She found 27 new 0 days this year in apps. Chris Hadnaggy, are you here to talk about social engineering? Okay. Oh, okay. Go quick and then win.
I'm going. Hey, little guys, let me jump in front of you here. Okay, so we have no time. So Bella, Esau, if you're here, come on up. They were our first place winners. Connor and Tibor, if you're here, second place winners. This year we had a lot of help. Michelle and Amanda and the team made this CTF for kids, and we were told it was one of the best events they ever had. These guys traversed all different types of ciphers, and also 2 military-trained snipers shooting Nerf guns at their heads at high velocity, just so they can win this competition. Great job, guys. Great job. Those are, by the way, quadcopters with hidden cameras in them, which, come on, that's just freaking cool, right? Okay, guys, we're going off stage. Either way. Yeah, go ahead and do that. You guys rock! Oh, Katrina. Come on, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. We're going to go down. We're going to go down here. Mass confusion.
This was the first year of Hacker Jeopardy for kids. It was awesome. I want to thank Jeff and Nico for trusting that I wasn't going to fucking curse at any of the goddamn kids. As a result, I certainly do owe EFF a few dollars that I promised for each fucking word. Well, never mind. Had 2 great teams, 7 to 12-year-olds. They are better than any adult Hacker Jeopardy team in history. So we've already been talking about, are you smarter than a Defcon kid? My Little Ponies won round 7 to 12. They got the rewards and prizes. If you guys are here, stand up. We don't have a lot of time. 13 to 17-year-olds, a group called No Comment, did awesome. And one word of advice for all the people that you know that are haters about what we're doing with the kids here, have them go fuck themselves. Bring them on. Bring the kids here. It is awesome. They're the next generation. Thank you.
My Little Ponies. I keep thinking of the Pony Awards. Okay, we're going to talk about the fundraisers. We had a lot of fundraising activities happening at Defcon for various number of charities. And first up, we're going to talk about the, let's go to the next slide, the EFF fundraising. So, Mel, you want to talk about that? Or have you disappeared, Mr. Mel?
Stealth.
Mel is, what have you done to him?
I know, he's here.
Oh, he's way over there. Okay. Mel used to, for many years, watched over the, remember the shooting game we would have? And then we'd hack the shooting game and put my face and other goons' faces in there so you could shoot us.
And the dunk tank.
And and then before that, the dunk tank. And they're like, well, the shooting game is kind of getting a little old. What should we do? It's like, well, we could do the dunk tank. And Mel's like, fuck no. I'm not standing outside and burning myself. So instead, he's kind of taken on a new role. And so when one thing ends at Defcon, you can never escape. And I want to hand it off to Mel to talk a little bit about the fundraising activities we've had going on and announce some of the numbers that we've generated this year. So, Mel?
Hey. What's the next slide? Are we doing hacker tracks?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to... Okay. Hey! Defcon! Okay, so... wow, it's been really busy this time, and there's so many things going on that I want to tell you, but they said I got to keep it short, so I'm going to try to run through them. Okay, there were 10 different organizations that were contributing to the EFF here. The summit, Hackajar is going to come up and talk about that. They're doing an awesome job up there. So I'm not even going to give their number. I promised if I wouldn't do that. But there are others. The Mohawks. Any of you got Mohawks this time? Let's see. Stand them up. Stand them up. All right. All right. Well, the Mohawks for the EFF raised $5,058. How about that for craziness? Okay. Yeah, go Mohawk. And our fantastically bizarre and creative Ed Mize, the wise Ed Mize, I know I get it right this time. The wise Ed Mize has raised $3,000 with his artwork for the EFF. Yeah, well, that's something. And, wait, not to be undone, we also have, where are these guys? Oh, the fail panel flapjacks, flippin' flapjacks for freedom. They raised $1,500 for the EFF today. Yeah, I'm just going with it, you know. I'm making up as I'm going. I'm just on a roll, man. Don't stop me now. Okay, then we got Cycle Overdrive is in at $1,215. Good job, Cycle Overdrive. That's right, you know, peddling it from coast to coast, raising money. All right, info booth. Did any of you go to the info booth? There are, you know, central place for what's going on, where it is, and why can't I find it? Well, even some of the people by there gave them money. They got $642 in donations at the info booth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the list goes on. Wi-Fi Village. Wi-Fi Village is there for $610. Okay. Open Wi-Fi. You rule. And we've got, in the hardware village, we've got Learn to Solder. And Learn to Solder is a great program we had going. They raised $600 for the EFF. And not to be forgotten, Hacker Jeopardy. Did any of you see Hacker Jeopardy? Yeah? Yeah, that's my boys, my buddy team. They won that. Props out, major props out to them. SoCal rules. Hacker Jeopardy and Vanna Vinyl with their photo opportunities raised $118 to kick in as well. Now, I'm gonna hold off on the final number here because there's a couple surprises, but I want to speak a little bit about the EFF, and there's a lot of initials in this business. Those of you that don't know, the EFF is the Electronic Freedom Foundation, okay? And as long as DC won... What's that? Drink? Did I fuck it up? Who's got a beer?
Hey audience, what does EFF stand for? Electronic Foundation, correct.
You know, you're right. I always mess that up because I always think of the freedom thing on it, but I'll drink.
They're responsible for why I'm still free. They've helped me out before. I love the EFF.
Okay, great. All right, where were we? Well, anyway, as long as Defcon has been around plus 1 year, so they're my plus one buddies, the EFF has been out there fighting to protect your digital rights. And I know that this group, in particular, is very concerned about personal privacy. Am I right? All right, for many years we've talked about this here. We've had talks on it, we've had demonstrations showing things about it. You know, it's been an ongoing theme at Defcon. And the basic focus here is that there needs to be some more controls and accountability for some of this stuff, okay? Now, many of you know in the news recently, there's been some discussion regarding a certain three-letter agency who will remain nameless. You can guess on your own. Anyway, as a result, corporations and individual citizens themselves are realizing that without greater transparency, the impact of this on our personal freedoms, the Bill of Rights, and the First and Fourth Amendment may be severely impacted. So, the EFF is fighting the good fight to preserve that, and you need to know that there are many powerful interests involved in this fight. As a result, the EFF needs your support and your help now more than ever before. So I'm asking each of you, go to EFF.org, learn more, look and see what they're doing, be part of it, be making a difference, be part of the solution. And that's my message to you. And with that, I think I'd like to invite our EFF friends to come up. And Hackajar. Hackajar, are you there? All right. Drink. Hold on.